This video will take you through the entire process of integrating, setting up, and configuring FitQuiz in order to launch it on your website. Once you click the install button in Shopify, you get redirected to the setup process, and the process consists of 5 key steps. The first step is customization. This step allows you to customize the look and feel of FitQuiz and adjust it to the overall design and the UI UX of your website. There are a couple of things that you can adjust directly from the admin panel here on Shopify, specifically the way the button, the take our size quiz or get sizing help that will appear on your product page, as well as adjusting how it will look on your desktop and mobile version. So a couple of options just to show you as an example. You can change the text of the button. This is under button CTA, call to action, for example, get sizing help here. You can also change the text that will appear after the recommendation has been made. So this is what we call returning user text. Right now it says we recommend size X. The X will be automatically added. You can change it to your size is, for instance. You can also choose from a selection of icons that we already have here, the shoe ones if you have them, or go without an icon, as well as select your own icon if you have one. Finally, there are a couple of different language options that are already supported in FitQuiz. For example, Danish or Swedish or Turkish. If your language is missing here, please reach out to us because we have a way of adding new languages, and you can always do that via our support email. Finally, you can change the colors of the text and the button, as well as go through more advanced settings. For example, if you want to create a shape of the border, if you want to have, let's say, an underline, and so on. So there are a couple of different options, as well as you can also change the settings for mobile version as well, if you want that. Let's say if you on mobile, you want to make the text bigger or bolder, and so on. If there are any customization options that you are missing here, please do reach out to us because not everything is yet in our Shopify admin. So for example, customization inside the FitQuiz widget itself is not yet available here, but we can always assist and help you with that. Next step in our setup process is genders. So here we are trying to understand better the types of products that you are selling. When you are integrating FitQuiz, we will always connect with your product catalog. So we will have all of your products available in the next steps. But here we are trying to get a better sense of types of genders you cover. You can select only female, only male, or both if you're selling products of both genders. And here you also have on top of it an option to let us know whether all of your products are unisex products. We have a special user flow for unisex products, or if you're selling different products with different genders. If you do select that latter option, we would ask you to select whether the majority of your products are female or male. Next step, catalog. And catalog and calibration, they are by far the most important steps in the calibration of FitQuiz. And the reason why they are the most important ones is because our algorithm will rely on these two steps to understand, first of all, whether a certain product should be supported by FitQuiz, and then secondly, how the size recommendation should be adjusted. So let's go through the first step, product catalog. Here at this step, the way it essentially works is that we automatically get information about your product catalog from your Shopify, but we still need your input in order to calibrate them correctly. And this is because in our experience, we've seen that different shops will have different ways of tagging their products or assigning different types. They might have their custom categories. So that's why it's very important that there's a way for our algorithm to navigate that all. The way it works is here in the catalog page, you at first will see all the products that already have categories. And at any point, you can view those products here. let's say footwear and so on. As well as if you scroll down, you see a tab where you can see all the products, configured products, products that already have a category assigned to them, or non-configured products. And these not configured products, this is the place where we want to focus the most of our attention, because these are the products that currently do not have FitQuiz enabled on them. And obviously, you want to make sure that all of your products are available with the recommendation. There are a couple of easy ways to configure and add categories to products in bulk. My favorite is to use the search bar. So here it can search by the title of the product. So for example, if I'm searching for a t-shirt, or if I'm searching for a top, you can see that we have tops option here. So I can always select these tops and then add them to an existing category, so the category that is already available and that I already used, or assign to a new category. So for example, if I wanted to assign this, let's say, to a category of t-shirts and tops, or shirts. So you can always search by the title. Let's say I can search for a dress or so on. It makes it a little bit easier. The second option is you can also search by a type. So this is the type that you already have in your Shopify catalog. So this is something that we get directly from your Shopify catalog. For example, I will select outerwear, or I can also select, let's say, short dresses. So in this case, you can always select products individually, and obviously that takes a little bit of time, or you can select all in bulk. So in this case, it's going to be all of the products that have this type, and you can just bulk move them into the dresses category. And once it's done, don't forget to reset it. So I'll remove that, and now I'm good to move on and check another product. You can also, once you have some models and categories added, you can also search it by that, and essentially can just make your way through this process. You can always add a category directly from here, or when you are selecting products, there's always an option, like for instance, like this, there's always an option to assign to a new category, and you will see the default categories we have here, or move to an existing one. It's very important to regularly check this not configured tab, because if you're adding new products and they're added in a way that no new category has been assigned, that means that by default they will not be supported by FitQuiz. So it's very important that you regularly check this not configured tab and assign products. FitQuiz will not work on products that do not have the category and the size model assigned to them. So once you're done with this, again, you click save, and then you're ready to move on to the next step, which is calibration. So calibration step is essentially a step in which our algorithm will incorporate your input, because you know the design and the fitting of products the best. The way it works is every shop we work with, we utilize our existing database of more than 18 million shoppers in it, and we always fine-tune the algorithm based on your information. So here, what we are essentially trying to get a sense of is how exactly your products are designed. You can see all the active sizing models here. So for example, dresses, right now they only have one sizing model, which is true to size, or jeans, they also have one, and so on. So you can always see the categories that you have selected in the previous step and the sizing models that they have. Like for example, right now for shirts, you see there are 0 sizing models, or for footwear, there are 0 sizing models as well. As in the previous step, we can just go to non-configured, and let's say I will select category footwear, and I can see that there are these products that are not configured yet. So for instance, let's say I want to select all Vans sneakers. I will search for Vans, and then I will say that we will create a new model, and I will call it Vans Puff size bigger, for instance. If I already have a product, a sizing model that is created before, I can just assign to that, or I can just click add, and here I will click save. So now if I go to footwear, you see that we have this Vans half size bigger sizing model, but it's not configured yet. So I will go to configure, and this is the panel in which I can create a sizing model that will work for this. So the simple options is that you can just tell us whether it's one size down, half a size down, half a size up, one size up. Every time you change the selection, you will see configuration demo change as well. So this essentially just gives you a couple of options of simulation of customers and how the recommendation will be adjusted. You can also select more advanced configuration. So for example, if it's half to one size larger, or if it's just half size larger, or if if the sizing of this product is a little bit more sensitive and so on. So you can save the settings, and now you can see that the tag changed to configured. And just like that, we will move on into other products. So again, we will go to non-configured, and then let's say this time we will select dresses. I will go to categories, dresses. These are the products that have already been configured. Added categories. And let's say I will select dresses that are in the specific collection. So this is something that we also see happening often. Maybe you have a new collection and you know that it fits slightly bigger or slightly smaller. Let's say I will select collection Alex. So I will select all of those products. And again, I can either choose assign to a new category or move to an existing one. So this time I'm just going to make Alex collection, and let's say one size smaller. Yeah. And again, I can go now to dresses, and I can see here that now we have two sizing models. One is true to size, and the one is one size smaller. So I can select it here. Again, there is always an option to add sensitivity to it and so on. The name of sizing models is really up to you. Some shops go with simple half size bigger, half size smaller, true to size, and so on. Others will go for more precise naming, like for example, Alex collection or Adele collection and so on. So it's really up to you. The most important thing here is that it should be easy for you to navigate this, and you should be able to very quickly understand which product should go to a specific category and so on. Just like with the catalog step, all of the products that are non-configured will not have the recommendation to it. So it's very important that, again, you'll make sure when you're setting it up that you are able to configure products so size recommendation is enabled. Use the search bar, use the type or the categories that you have already. This really will make the process much faster. And of course, if there is some very specific custom logic to the recommendation and so on, you can reach out to us as well. And the final step is the integration. So in the integration step, you can select a theme that you are able to integrate on. So if you have multiple themes, you can select them here, or if you are, if you see the integration theme, live theme here, it's like it will show up here as well. We will also put the notice here that the widget is integrated. It's if it's already added. We always suggest that you create a duplicate of your main theme, because this will allow you to thoroughly test VidQuiz, make sure it works before you launch it live. There is also one extra option here. We have the widget position, so you can preview that, as well as the conversion booster. So the conversion booster is essentially an option for you to enable customers to automatically to add to cart the recommended sizes directly from the widget. If this is a little too technical, let's say if you don't have developers helping you out with that, you can also reach out to us at support easysize.me, and we can assist you with the integration. We can do that through Shopify collaborator access, or we can just guide you through the process. This step is very important because we want to make sure that you benefit from all of the options that FitQuiz gives you, and adding the option for customers to add to cart directly from the widget is an ultimate booster of your conversion. If you are using a liquid theme on Shopify, the integration process might be a little bit different. We have on our website, easysize.me, we have this FAQ section where you can also find the steps of the integration on Shopify, as well as more detailed instructions for how to add FitQuiz on your liquid theme, as well as how to add it on your JSON theme as well. So if this help, please do utilize those. If you still need some help, make sure to reach out to us, and we are always happy to help you out.